What is up, everybody? Bull Gates from Crypto Analysis Trends coming at you with another video in an unnamed series. I don't have the name pegged down yet. I know, haha, I kid. When I get over peg, I will certainly have this video series named. But these videos are going to focus on observations that in crypto that I see in the real world. And I've been doing this for a little while, so I've had more time to think about it and, come up with like silly observations than most. I've been very lucky to have a lot of free time to, explore this space in a lot of different ways. So let's go ahead and get into this video. And, you're going to wonder, why do I have this silly screen up with the coronations of kings and queens? And I apologize to anybody that's watching this from, non-Western cultures, because my Google search cannot find good pictures of, Eastern coronation ceremonies or African ceremonies. And I don't know if that's a fault of mine or Google's, but regardless, I want you to know that I am thinking about you, and I don't want to exclude anybody out because of, pictures. So it's the concepts that are important here. So let's kind of get on with it. So most people maybe didn't realize that, there are three people that are really responsible for making people kings and queens in this space, And we've all maybe heard that expression, you want to be the king or the queen of your castle. But, what does that really mean, to be the king or queen of your castle? What it actually means is, you make the rules in that space, and everybody observes that, that's yours, and you're the ultimate decider. Well, fortunately for us, we're in crypto at a really brilliant time, and a really exciting time, because there are three individuals and their teams. I don't want to forget their teams that are really important in making people kings and queens. That's Harry with Tomb Finance. It's FOREX with his mini projects like Drip, Revolution, Drip Garden, Animal Farm, Manor Farm, Revolution, if I didn't say that already, Breep, and AJ with EMP Money, his new project, and the team here. And, why do I want to give them a shout out? Because they made everybody, lots of money? No. That money is a byproduct of something they created, and they utilized something that's existed in, perpetuity since human beings have been around. Everybody wants to be the king and queen of their castle, but how do we accomplish that? Well, the great thing about crypto is things can happen in crypto that maybe don't happen in the real world anymore. And so let's explore that a little bit. The idea of sovereignty, not sovereign citizen. I'm never going to talk about politically charged topics or anything like that, because I don't spend my time on those things. I want to look forward and be as productive with my time as possible. So let's go. A sovereign possessing supreme or ultimate power. And, how do we get supreme or ultimate power? Well, I can tell you, from my observation, you get supreme or ultimate power because you have a voice in the system. And if that means you're earning, through your voice in the system, like in the projects that I discussed, EMP Money, Tomb, and all of FOREX projects, because they're all really utilizing the same idea of making you the king or queen of your castle. And, it just happens that you're the king or queen of your wallet. and you're making money. But what it is it's tapping into something that's much more powerful than money. It's the idea of actual freedom or ultimate power to make your own decisions and be able to be rewarded from that participation in that system. And it's deeper than money. I promise you that it is, because I would imagine a lot of people around the world, and I'm not going to speak for everybody, but here in America, we can see that there's a lot of fear and uncertainty, and it really stems, and and anger. And it stems from people not feeling like they have a voice in the system, that their participation doesn't matter. And, that's a huge problem, because when people feel unimportant, not listened to, they have a tendency to, not want to engage in that system. And that's not right. We should all be able to engage in that system and be, positive, happy, productive members where we see benefit from it. We don't want to participate in a system where we don't make money, where we don't own it. And our situations get worse. What FOREX, Harry, AJ, and all their teams have allowed us to do is have a voice and participate in that system and become the king or queen of your castle. I hope you realized, that it happened, how it happened, and, how actually important that is in changing the way that you look at the world today. Because we know that wherever you're at in the world, you're probably facing, an uphill struggle against your government. Regardless of where you're at, the governments can always do better. Us as people, we can do better. And crypto is a tool that gives us that ability to do better. And what I mean by that is, it's not just the money that's going to change your mind and change the way that you perceive the world. Actually being involved in crypto is a very mind-freeing, exercise. And it allows you to look at a world in a different way. And we know, through terms like the metaverse, that these worlds are being built and changed. But with the concepts that we learn in crypto, we can actually apply that to the real world. And we can make material changes in the real world, but we always have to start with that first step. And the first step is realizing that something like this happened, and how important it is. And how important it is to get involved in in the crypto communities and the channels and all that stuff. But engage people in the real world and be a positive force for positive change in your world. We don't complain about problems in the real world if you can't offer a solution. We all face those struggles, like how can our lives be better? And so I'm ranting and raving here a little bit, but let's kind of tip our hats, and give thumbs up, whatever we can do to give our respect to these guys and their teams and the gals on their teams. And I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't know everybody, but I want to make sure that we as participants in the system realize how important it is that we benefit not just financially from that, but the ability to change our mind and empower us and change our friends' lives, our families' lives, whoever we come into contact with, and that is an important thing to remember in your life, that crypto as a tool is going to give you an advantage over the other people that aren't involved in crypto. So, if you can let, crypto into your mind a little bit more than just, you making money, I think it can help, transform the way that you view the world. And, ultimately that might help you, make more money in crypto, because it's, the ability to kind of think outside the box, that, teams are looking for people to hire, and get involved in the space. Crypto, allows these worlds to be created. And with that, you have to have, an outside of the box type of thinking. So remember, it's not just about the money in this space. It's a lot more than that, and it's a lot deeper than that. But I don't want this video to go on too long. So remember, get on the social channels and, pay respect to, these people that brought you these projects, not for the money. That's great. But remember that core concept. They made you a king or a queen of your castle. Use that to your power, to your advantage, not to make more money. We are all here to make money. So, that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because we can make changes in our lives and other people's lives with that for the better. So remember, whatever community you're in, if it's drip or animal farm, if it's EMP, if it's tomb, get involved in the community and be a positive force, or a force for positive change. Suggest things in a positive manner. Be helpful, be compassionate, and be kind, because that's how you build communities. And those are the people, that want to be around you. People that are happy, to hear your contributions. So, I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching at you, but, it's just so much more enjoyable to be in communities that love to be there and want to, as I say, wag mitt. We all going to make it together. So remember that, and, remember the people in your community, be it in the real world or in, these channels. If it's somebody who's made a mistake and, they don't have, B&B for a transaction, or they didn't read the docs and they need help, if you have the ability, help them, because, it's probably going to make you feel better. It's going to make them engaged more than likely in the community. So, if you can help people, do it. And, help is a very subjective term. So, if it's financial help, sure. If it's, technical help, if it's just somebody to, answer questions, all of those things make a difference. So, be that factor, that X factor for positive change in your community. And remember, we're all kings and queens because we're in this community and we're in these protocols that give us the ability to own, these protocols. It's not just lip service like all the other communities that say you actually own this decentralized world. In most cases, you really don't. The somebody else owns, the vast majority of it, and you own a little tiny, droplet. In these protocols, you can own, as much as you want or as little as you want. You just have to go out there and do it. So take that step and become a king or queen if you're not. And so, if you like these videos, please like, share, subscribe. If you don't like something that I do, tell me, and I'll address it. And if you need anything explained further, comment below. And if I can't explain it through commentary, I'll make a video for you. So, love everybody out there, and have a good night or day wherever you're at.